Hi everybody, sorry I've been away for a bit, been to Amsterdam, had a bit of a holiday, had a bit of the old beer, a bit of gin, a bit of vodka, not a lot, too bloody expensive I'll tell you. Had some nice food, met some wonderful people, had a great time. Video is coming shortly. But in the meantime, just before I left for Amsterdam, this arrived for me. I don't know if you can see what it says. It's the 7Artisans 60mm f2.8 macro lens. Now I've been toying with the idea of one of these for quite a while, ever since I started doing the macro videos on my Olympus camera, which you may have seen. So let's have a look what's in the box, shall we? Oh, I love that sound when it's coming out. Nice little bag. Put the lens in. Instruction manual. It's not a destruction, it's an instruction manual. A little card. Inspection card. There you go. Bit of foam. And what's this? Wow. This is a heavy lens. Looks like it's all metal construction. Oh wow. Look at that, isn't that crazy? But that focus ring is really nice and smooth. It's beautiful. And it's got, what, probably half a turn on there, which would make it quite easy for focusing. That's at the top. At the bottom we've got an aperture ring which goes from 2.8 up to f16. Generally when something weighs this much and it's all metal, it's very good construction, and I think I only paid about 150 quid for it. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. Let's take the little lens cap off. Oh, that's a great big chasm down there. You can put your finger all the way down there. And the lens stays at the bottom. So, there you go. We can unscrew that just to give the old wet lens a quick clean. It's really different. Really interesting, this. Stick that back on there. I don't know if you can use filters with it, or if you'd want to use filters with it. Metal ring at the bottom. Obviously there's no contacts because like all of mine, I don't know if they're all manual focus, but all of my I put my teeth back in. All of my lenses from 7Artisans are all manual focus, and to be honest, I don't have a problem with that. But this clickless aperture means it's quite good for doing videos. You know, you don't get that click as it goes, so it's nice and smooth. It's nice and tight. Everything on it's nice and tight. Feels like quality. And for the money I've paid for it, I'm thrilled. Very good. I do like it. We've got a depth of field indicator on there as well. So if I put this at, say, f11, no, f8, we'll put it at f8, and I'm focusing at 0.5, I'm in focus between 0.6 and about 0.45 meters. Right, so there you go. So, just under 1.5 foot up to just over 2 foot if you work in the old feet and inches like I do. Bit old fashioned really. But yeah, this is make a good club again, like the other 7Artisans lens that I've got. Let's stick it on the old camera and let's see what it looks like. So I use a Fuji X-T3. And at the moment I've got another 7Artisans lens on. This one is the 25mm 1.8, Once again, manual focus. This is a cracking little lens. I'll do a review on that in a little bit. I used it a little bit while I was in Amsterdam. Anyway, let's just whip this off. Stick this on. Line the red dots up. Wow, look at that. It makes it look like a big lens, doesn't it? And when you wind it out, look at that. Crazy. But I do like it. It's different. And I like things that are a bit different. Bit like me, really. Strange. So I've been told anyway. Right, so let's get off out and let's see what we can do with it. See if we can do any decent photography with it. Really excited about this. I just wish it had stopped bloody raining. But never mind. We will get out and we will do a bit. I've got to be careful because it's not weather sealed. I might leave it an hour or two, see if the rain drops off, and then get some photos, and I shall be back with you very shortly. See you in a little bit. Right, managed to get out. Weather's brightened up a little bit. I don't know how long for. It looks like it's going to rain again in a bit. Got a bit of a garden, got some flowers, so we're going to take one or two macro shots, bit of video in, and see how this weird lens works. Hang on a minute. Let's go for it. I managed to persuade the bee to keep nice and still while I took this shot. I've also taken a couple of shots of some plants and flowers and things, and a bit of, well, I don't know what it was growing on a wall. There you go, the bee's keeping still again. I also took a short video, but I didn't get a lot of chance to take many photos because the weather was closing in. It's been raining awful just lately. But at least I managed to get a few shots. Well, that's about it with this lens. It takes a little bit of practice to get this focusing right. Look at that, eh? Isn't it good? Still can't go over it. That and the bloody weight of it make a good club. Anyway, takes a little practice to get the focusing right, but we're getting there. And I will do another video later on, and so you can see what it's like when I've had a little bit more practice. Anyway, let's get this back to the computer and see how they turn out. So see you all soon. Bye. Okay, so I've got a few shots with the camera. I must admit I do like it. It does alter the feel of the camera a little bit. It does make it a bit front heavy, but it's nothing I can't live with. Just make sure that I hold the lens rather than the body of the camera, and it stops putting any strain on the joint. So when I'm holding it and carrying it around, I've got a strap on this hand and I hold it like that, so I'm holding the lens rather than the body. You know, with it being such a heavy lens, I don't want it to put any strain on the joint. But it does make the camera quite heavy, and I've got one of these grips on as well that's not particularly lightweight. If you're doing some of the close-up macro shots, then I would recommend that you perhaps have a tripod, make life a little bit easier for yourself. Same goes for the videos. If you're doing a video, if you can use a tripod, then use a tripod. If you've got a gimbal, then I would suggest use a gimbal, but it's a bit front heavy for a gimbal. It would take quite a bit of balancing. But anyway, I love it, I love it, I love it. It's great. As you can see with the photos, like I've already said, I think it was a worthwhile investment. So if you fancy buying one of these, I will leave a link below. So I'll be honest, if you do buy one, do make a couple of quid out of it. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please give us a smile. Please subscribe and hit the little notification bell, and you'll be notified next time I do a video. So I will see you all soon. See you later, everybody.